That other viral picture, it was a picture of a tall lady and a round person. Did anyone see it? If y'all
In a
didn't see
round
it,
what?
Huh?
it ain't gonna be as funny if
Poor
you didn't see
lady
it.
in a round person.
People are really letting themselves go.
Oh my
God
God.
damn, nigga.
Cause
Yeah, that brought me
Oh
so
my
much
God,
It just
joy.
hit me. I'm so slow.
Oh
why
my
you call
God.
that man round, Joe?
I'm not calling nobody nothing. No, if y'all
That's
saw it.
crazy.
it's a terrible move. YouTube has a significantly larger reach than Netflix.
I
Like
agree.
the
So here's what went down over the weekend on Spaces. One of the main points is Joe Budden clowning his old co-host Maul because Maul took a pic with a fan and Joe joked he looked round. Basically, he was saying, yo, Maul's looking thick, but the vibe was more like the teasing of a man missing a friend and only knowing how to express it through jokes. Honestly, this feels like a new low for Joe Budden, lower than Charlemagne's Atlanta ratings, where he's steadily losing to Big Dragger. But Joe wasn't the only one throwing shots. Julian jumped in too, reflecting on the Netflix deal Rory and Maul signed. Julian's take? Rory and Maul might have basically handed all their rights over to Netflix. Now, I don't know if that's exactly what happened, I'd have to ask them, but Julian might be onto something, because Netflix probably wouldn't want them posting the same content on YouTube if exclusivity wasn't part of the deal. We'll see if Patreon posts continue or get restricted. That'll tell us if they actually own their content. Honestly, this might be a smart move for Rory and Maul. Views might dip since it's not public, but lots of creators are seeing that right now, so it's not unusual. Back to Joe Budden, he keeps taking shots at Maul relentlessly. Remember when he was on Impulsive, saying he wishes the best for Rory and wasn't aiming at Maul? That was just scratching the surface. If you go back to the original breakup, Maul was the one who really hurt Joe's feelings. Over time, Joe seems to have realized Rory was easier to manage than Maul. Maul is stubborn. Once his mind's made up, it's made up. And Maul was always the one pushing the thief narrative, calling Joe a cat burglar, shaky, a sucker, while Rory never went that hard. So Joe's strategy, keep dissing Maul and maybe play Rory against him. Don't forget, Imani is tight with Rory, and there's a good chance Joe and Rory is still in touch. Texts, back channels, maybe casual check-ins. I can't imagine Rory only talks to Imani and not Joe. It's easy to picture Imani nudging Rory toward peace, sparking a conversation between the old teammates.
Now, I'd have to hear Rory's thoughts because I can't imagine he's thrilled that Joe is clowning Mona like that. Another key point about this pic is that the person in it was a fan of Joe Budden and was supposed to work with him on some kind of PR deal, but it never happened. From there, that person pivoted toward Rory and Maul, essentially swapping sides, gaining new fans almost overnight and rolling with the different faction of what used to be Joe's show. This same person would later clash with Joe's girl on Twitter Spaces, so yeah, drama all around. On the surface, folks might say, oh, Danny, it's just a picture, but there are mad layers here. To sum it up, Maul is taking a pic with a fan who used to ride with Joe Budden and even wanted to collab on PR. Then, that person tried working with Melissa Ford, which flopped, and now they show up at the Ghostface Killer interview. In many ways, it's like a tug of war over a fan. Not that either side really cares to own them, but it shows how layered this situation is. Also, I touched on Julian earlier, commenting on Rory and Maul's Netflix deal. Julian, whether he admits it or not, seems to keep tabs on them. Maybe not obsessed, but invested, because he probably thinks they broke promises about independence or loyalty. Since those promises didn't pan out, he views them as hypocrites who don't hold their word. And yes, once again, Joe called Maul fat and round. I don't know why. I mean, I've been on the receiving end of blame shaming and fat shaming myself, so I get it. Listen, man, we sit down, we're talking into mics. Do you really expect us to be in peak shape? Sure, we could work toward it, but most of the people on these couches aren't walking fitness models, and Joe's no exception. I mean, let's be real, Joe hasn't exactly been in top shape lately. Drake even posted him strolling toward the Knick game, so maybe body shaming isn't the move right now. Joe's body has been up and down, kind of like Shanti, except way less attractive. And no, I'm not looking at Joe like that, I'm looking at Shanti like that. So if he wants to roast someone else's weight, he's got to tread carefully, because let's face it, he could be packing a few pounds himself. I mean, the dude still eats hot dogs.